Welcome back to channel everyone. In this video I'm going to talk about how you can automatically download all of your MS Form response into PDF using Power Automate and then send that PDF over email as an attachment. Let's just talk about how we can do that using Power Automate. This is my feedback form which I've created. As you can see, there are 7 responses as of now, and I'll go into my flow, try to create an instant cloud flow. Name this as forms to PDF. Trigger will be manual. You can schedule this workflow as well as per your requirement. And the next step will be we'll have to download the Excel file from Forms API, send HTTP request to SharePoint, and the site address will be enter custom value, paste address, scroll up, scroll down, method will be get, and in the URI section go to your form, open your developer tool, and in the network head I'll go to my response, form response here, and when I click on this open in Excel, you will see there is a download Excel file.ashx API is getting called on this get method. I'll cancel this and copy this entire URL and paste it here. Now your URL looks like this one. I have to delete this forms.office.com because I've already provided reference in top as in site address. We have form API download Excel file.ashx form ID. This is my form ID till here, and then the time zone ends time zone ID where I am currently, and min response ID is 1, max response ID is 7. As I told you, my forms has max response 7. That's why the max response ID is 7 as of now, but you can increase. I'm just putting 1000 because I know that my form response will not exceed more than 1000. In case you have more than that, you can put that value as well, or you can put this as a dynamic value as well. Now we have to save this Excel file somewhere, so I will say SharePoint, create file, give a site address where you want to save this file. So I have dev site. Underneath that I have created a forms document library with the name of forms, and under forms I have a folder called forms data. I want to save my data here, and the file name will be just putting UTC now, so that it will pick current date time as a file name and .xlsx as an extension, and the file content will be the HTTP request body. I'm going to schedule a delay here, delay for 10 seconds. Why I'm putting delay here is because every time a file is created and then you perform a next action, sometime it misses out the file because your source is not properly refreshed. So that's why I'm putting a 10-second delay, so that then before performing a next step, this step has 10 seconds to refresh itself. So the next step will be we have to get all the data using list row present in table, action online for business, list row present in table. I will select the location, that is our SharePoint dev site. Document library, we know we have forms, and the file that we want to select is, I will type path and I'll select the create file path here, because I know when a file is created, it has a path where it is creating. So I'm just copying that path here, so it's know that which file I have to pick, right? And the table name will be table1. So anytime when you create a new table, the default table name is table1, and until and unless you change that and provide your custom table name. And in the advanced option, there is a datetime format as well. I'll select ISO 8601 as a datetime format. If I don't select that, datetime column which exists into our Excel will throw us a decimal number. So once this is done, what I will do, I'll save my flow and try to test this out manually. Our flow ran successfully. I'll go into list row present in Excel and click on show raw output. Copy this entire data, paste it here. So as you can see, in the body, all of the data inside an array of value, and all the columns name you can see here, right? And if I'll show you the time, as you can see the start times, the time is coming right, but there is a special character like this T and this Z. So we'll have to convert this into UTC now. And now next step will be create HTML table from value of list row present in table, and you can either select as an automatic columns or either you can select the custom. I will select custom because I have to change that special character into a proper UTC format. So what I will do, in the header I have to put the heading, and in the value section I will put the item value. Like I don't need ID, I need start time and completion time. I need name, email, and session attended and rating. Feedback column I'm not including, so it's up to your choice. So I'll quickly put name, and in the value section I'll go to my expression, item of item name. Click OK again. Like this, we have to pick all the Excel output and put them here. And for start time, as I mentioned, I have to convert this into UTC now. So I've already created a format here, which is this one, formatDateTime, and I'm selecting item, and I'll put the start time here, and the format which I want to convert is MMDDYY, and hours, minute and second, and this is our TT for AM and PM. I'll just copy this entire format and go in my expression. For start time and end time, I'll put the same format. Click OK. So now the next step will be add some CSS into this HTML table. So I'll just write a compose here. And here I have created a normal style for table, your table background, border, width, and then TD and TH border and padding, and then for heading, some backgrounds color and padding. I'll provide this style sheet into my description as well in case you need that. Otherwise you can create your own style sheet as well. I'll go in compose and paste it here. Now I have to create a PDF, so I will say create file, OneDrive for Business, because for creating a PDF or converting into a PDF, we need this OneDrive for Business connector. So I'll go in there, create file, folder path I have to select. I'll go into my root, and there I have export to PDF, a folder created into my OneDrive for Business, and the file name I want to put is UTC now again. .html, and the file content will be output of my compose and output of my create HTML table. This compose step contains my CSS, that's why I'm putting that first, and this create HTML table for keeping my HTML table, that's why putting that later. Once the file is created, I'll have to convert this into PDF. So there is another convert to PDF actions available into OneDrive for Business. File identifier will be ID of this create file, and target type will be PDF. So once the PDF is created, I will send an email now. Send email, and I'm gonna send emails to myself. Subject is forms to PDF. I'll just say please find the attached. In the attachment name, I'm going to have this convert file name, and in the content I will have this convert file content. That's it. And in case you want to include that table as in your body as well, so what you can do for that is output of compose and then output of your HTML table. Just put them both here in your body section, save your flow. Now we'll test our flow to run. As you can see, this flow ran successfully. I'll go to my email. There you can see I have email already there, and there is a HTML table created in body of my email. There's a file attached as PDF. I'll open this one. You can see all of your form response into PDF the way we want it, and the start time and completion time is coming perfectly fine now, and it has removed the special character as well. So that's the way you can save all of your MS form response into PDF, or either embed them into your email body. That's up to your requirement. I hope you like this video. If you do like, don't forget to subscribe our channel. Thank you so much.